Hello guys, welcome to a new Get Rekt gaming news video, and today sadly I don't have any camera footage because I'm away from home for some time, but I will keep making some news videos for you guys, but you will have to do with no facecam unfortunately. But let's get on with some juicy news. I have some tidbits on the new Assassin's Creed Rift, which is called Mirage. We'll talk about all that in today's video. And I have some updates towards a Mafia game that is now finally confirmed. And the Nintendo Direct might be in September. We'll talk about all that in today's video. Sit back, relax, enjoy, take a beverage, and let's get on with the news. So the first thing we're going to talk about for today is Assassin's Creed Rift. We've already known Assassin's Creed Rift to be a very real thing. It's a smaller Assassin's Creed game that's supposed to release next year, I think around the spring period. I think it was supposed to release this year, but it got delayed. And we will see soon the announcement of it, because it has been rumored for September to be revealed. Now, today I have some new details towards Assassin's Creed Rift, its title, and some few small bits of information, which are basically also collaborated by two different insiders. The title of Assassin's Creed Rift is Mirage. That's the, I think, official name. This is a rumor that comes from the gaming leaks and rumors subreddit. This is per Jeff Grubb, who responded to a info dump of the latest video from a YouTuber called Jonathan. Now, I know this guy. He is a French YouTuber, and he has had a lot of stuff correctly in the past when it comes to Assassin's Creed. He has his sources, shall I say, when it comes to Ubisoft stuff. So when he says something, it is probably true. So what Jonathan is basically saying is that the game will be in Baghdad. We've already said this. Actually, this is well-known information, which I made a video about not too long ago, and it's set in 80, 60, 860 and 870. Returns to basics with no leveling or dialogue system. So they are going to scale back the RPG mechanics that they had for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Odyssey. I really like them myself, but I know some fans were not really happy with the changes. So it looks like this game will go back to more of an original Assassin's Creed style, which the hardcore Assassin's Creed fans will probably appreciate. So he does mention that there is an open world that works like Assassin's Creed 1 with multiple cities to explore, and a desert that you can go in between. There's this desert, but apparently Jason Schreier already confirmed that this is not true. So, but the rest of this information is true. And he's also claiming that there is a Assassin's Creed 1 remake, and it's apparently part of Mirage, their season pass. Now, I could see this happening. This is a pretty Ubisoft thing to do, because they did this with previous games. I remember, I think the Far Cry games also got like remaster versions of Far Cry 3. I think Valhalla came with maybe Assassin's Creed 3, I can't remember, or Odyssey. But those were remasters, that they weren't really like remakes. I don't know if they would put a remake in the season pass. He says that the remake will use assets from the new game. That makes sense, and the fact that it's in Baghdad, which is pretty much similar to Assassin's Creed 1's setting, it makes sense to me. But I don't know if they will put a remake in this season pass. So I'm a little bit 50-50 on this leak. He has been really correct though in the past, Jonathan. So if this is true, I wouldn't be surprised I think it's a pretty cool move for Ubisoft to put a whole remake in the Season Pass. It gives some more incentive to buy the Season Pass from Mirage. We shall see if that is true. I do hope there is an Assassin's Creed 1 remake, because the first Assassin's Creed is still playable, but it's definitely aged a bit, in my opinion, gameplay-wise. So Jason Schreier also commented on this leak, and he says on Twitter, "A person familiar tells me parts of this new Assassin's Creed leaks are pretty true, such as the name and the other stuff Bloomberg has already reported on spring 2023 as release date in Baghdad and back to Assassin's Creed basics, and other parts are not, like the multiple cities to explore." I also think that that's not true, just simply of the fact that this Assassin's Creed should be shorter. They made this a smaller project. I don't think you can visit multiple cities. I heard in the past also from rumors that this was supposed to be first a DLC actually for Valhalla, and then it became its separate game. So that it would stay linear and not open world. But still, you know, I don't really care if it's an open world game or not. I just hope it's a good game. I do hope they play more on the stealth stuff, especially that it's not open world. More in-depth gameplay mechanics. Well, we shall see if I get any more news towards Assassin's Creed Rift, or maybe the announcement of the live stream for the Assassin's Creed stuff. I will of course let you guys know. We do have, I think, the Ubisoft Forward planned for September, so it shouldn't be long anymore before we see all these announcements from Ubisoft. Now, the next thing that I wanted to talk about for this video is a new Mafia game has basically finally been confirmed, and it's in development at Hangar 13, which were the developers of the previous Mafia. I actually made a video not too long ago on Mafia, like the leak that there was a new Mafia game in development, and that is one actually of my best viewed videos, so that's pretty cool. This tweet is coming from Nibble. "Can you tell us anything about what's next for the Mafia franchise?" Oh, I'm not going to like pronounce this name, but Hiladik or something. I'm happy to confirm we have started work on a all-new Mafia project. While it's a few years away and we can't share anything more right now, we're really excited to keep working on this beloved franchise and to entertain our players with new stories. So this is actually from a official, I think it's like interview with the devs, the 20th anniversary of the Mafia franchise, which is pretty cool that they basically confirmed this new game being in development. I already had some details on this Mafia game in my previous video. Not much has changed on this. There was this Kotaku article back then when I covered this stuff. They were talking about the fact that it's called Project Nero, and it's supposed to be a prequel to the Mafia trilogy. So it's going to be set even further in the past, and it's going to use Unreal 5 engine. So this game will look pretty cool. Like probably a true next-gen game. If it's going even further in the past, you can almost have like the Red Dead Redemption timeline, because I think Red Dead Redemption is around the 1910s, early 1910s. And I think the Mafia games are like 1920, 1930-ish. Could be wrong, could also be 1940s. I don't know where it's going to be set. New York is probably a pretty safe bet, because you have a lot of these Italian mob gangsters there. Of course, we all know Mafia 3 didn't really do well critically wise, sales wise. I played the game myself and I wasn't really a big fan of Mafia 3. Luckily though, the remake of the first one, Mafia Definitive Edition, which I actually have a review for on Ace Eyes, the YouTube channel, go look that up. It's a pretty nice game. I'll have a link towards A-Size in the description down below. That was a pretty cool game. So if they can keep the quality bar of storytelling from the definitive edition, what they did there, and have some more gameplay innovation, because the problem with Mafia 3 was that it was very repetitive in its mission structure, shall I say. So if they can fix that, that would be the best thing, of course. So they do say that this game is pretty far away still, so don't expect it anytime soon. They say a couple of years, so this might be like still a 2 to 3 year wait until we hear anything of this game. I'm still more waiting for the new BioShock. When is that coming out, 2K? Anyways, that's all the stuff I have for Mafia 4. It has been basically officially confirmed by the devs themselves, so that's pretty awesome. Now, the last quick thing that I want to talk about is a potential Nintendo Switch Direct. The thing is, it's September closely now, and we still need to see Nintendo's future, especially for 2023. And recently a new leaker, he's not new, but I don't really cover him too much. Nate Haight, I have covered him in a previous video once, I believe. He is claiming that there is going to be a Nintendo Direct for September. And that wouldn't be a surprise too much, to be honest. Also, Jeff Grubb, I featured him a lot on the channel. He already slipped up in his previous podcast for a Nintendo Direct as well, and he is definitely basically confirming that there will be remasters for the Zelda games for Nintendo Switch. So probably Wind Waker, maybe Twilight Princess could be getting a Switch version. And also we have known for a long time that there are remastered versions for Metroid Prime. Especially with the upcoming Metroid Prime 4, which we still need to see anything about. Nintendo restarted the development for that game. Get the fans over with remasters. There are a lot of new fans for Nintendo as well that never played these classic games. I never played the older Metroid Prime games, so I would be very interested in an actual remaster for the Nintendo Switch. Now, Jeff Grubb also has his game mass list that he has usually every year with some dates. That's not related now to this Nintendo stuff, but I wanted to quickly mention this as well. And he has for the week of September 12 question marks. So something is supposed to happen September 12th. Maybe it's this Nintendo Direct because he's not mentioning it in, shall I say, this list, anything Nintendo or PlayStation related. I've already mentioned in a previous video that the PlayStation showcase will be for September 8th. That's what I have heard through my own source friend, shall I say. I also heard from my friend on the PlayStation showcase thing that it will get announced this week. I really want to see if he is right. That would be pretty awesome. It's time also for PlayStation and Nintendo to show stuff. I've been saying this multiple videos, but anyways. He also has on this list September 15 to 18 the Tokyo Game Show, which is also planned. I've already heard that Final Fantasy 16 might show up at the Tokyo Game Show. That's pretty cool. And also this indie game from the developers of Suikoden will show off news on Euden Chronicles, I believe it's called. It looks really cool. So a lot of stuff for Tokyo Game Show as well on the Japanese front. And Capcom will have apparently something to show off. I don't think it will be new stuff. Maybe they will mention Resident Evil 4 remake. I really want to know what Pragmata is about. They delayed that game to 2023, and we are now close getting to the end of the year and we still haven't seen anything about Pragmata. So I hope we see it soon. Maybe at the PlayStation Showcase, it could be a good place to show that game off. There's supposed to be a Dead Space gameplay reveal around October 7th to 9th. So that's pretty interesting. And we also have the Persona Super Live P-Sound Wish 2022 Crossing Journey. Oh my god, that name. This is what it's actually called. The Persona, I think it's the concert. I don't know if it's for October or it was for September. I made a video on it as well. But most of the time, with these Persona concerts, they do show the next thing for Persona. So we might see Persona 6 there. It's the big anniversary for Persona as well this year. So that would make sense. Or maybe a remake towards a older Persona, like a Persona 3 remake. That would be very cool. We shall see. If anything interesting gets announced on these showcases, I will of course let you guys know. Or if there are any updates towards the Nintendo Direct or the PlayStation Showcase, I will update you guys as fast as I can. So that's all I have for today's video. Are you looking forward to Assassin's Creed Rift? Are you looking forward to the new Mafia game? When do you think these showcases will be? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's have a discussion on that. Thank you guys for watching as always. Unfortunately, I did not have a face cam for this video, and I will probably continue for the rest of the week because I am not at home at the moment. But I will keep on making content for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. As always, like this video, that would be amazing. Subscribe to me, that would be awesome. Visit my social media in the link down below. And I will see you guys in next Get Rekt Gaming News video. Bye bye.